I love the way you are pairing movie reviews with the tarot deck. These are so interesting. Well, you know what? You're in luck because today we are going to be doing another episode of Ancestral Wisdom Journey Through the Hoodoo Tarot. But this time we are going to be tapping into the card of the Seven of Knives, which is going to be the Seven of Swords in the traditional tarot. Now, the movie that triggered me to create this video was this movie right here, Tales from the Dark Side. Let's do a quick recap. Now, Timmy here, he is actually the child that is telling the story, and he's telling the story to actually save his life. Because this woman right here, who I believe is a witch or some type of cannibal, but she is preparing to cook little Timmy up and serve him at a dinner party. Which reminds me, I heard some stuff today in regards to P. Diddy and his mother using his bodily fluids to put it in people's food and serve it to them. I don't know if that's true or anything, but I am going to mention that here in a little bit. So this lady right here, like I mentioned, she is preparing to cook Timmy. And that's the reason why I chose to dive into the Seven of Swords from the Hoodoo Tarot, which is this card right here. This is the Seven of Knives, which is going to be the Seven of Swords. So you already know I'm going to go ahead and break down the card. I'm going to tell you what it means in the upright and the reverse. And then I'll give you a little bit of backstory in regards to the things that are happening in this card. So the Seven of Swords shows a housewife who is preparing dinner for her husband. But before she serves him this dinner, I don't know, you probably haven't noticed, but there are actually some feathers on the spoon and then also in the pot right there. She has to remove these black feathers before she serves it to her husband. But those black feathers just aren't for flavor. Those are a hoodoo ritual by this housewife. She put those feathers in the soup to keep her husband faithful. And then the guidebook goes on to say how it's a common practice, which we all know of and we've heard of women using their menstrual blood and men using their semen to either attract someone to them or, get them obsessed with them or some type of love spell or ritual. In the next video, I'm actually going to be explaining how different cultures and spiritual practitioners use actually body fluids and, other personal items. And that's why I'm going to be mentioning the P. Diddy thing in the next video, possibly. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be two parts. But yes, how they use it to, perform some type of work, they would call it. So let's go into what the Seven of Knives means in the upright. In the upright, and excuse me as I read from my notes, in the upright, it means strategic planning, a sincere apology, constructive criticism, because sometimes the Seven of Swords gets a bad rap when I feel like sometimes you can use it in a positive manner. But did I say constructive criticism? Reparations is another one that came up for the upright meaning of the Seven of Swords. We also have confessions, lone wolves, and turning over a new leaf. Now, I know this picture looks weird, but just go with me here. So this is the Seven of Swords or Seven of Knives in reverse. And this is a lengthier explanation of what this card means. But the first thing that comes out is cheaters, thieves, spies, sabotagers. It says victimizations, hidden agendas, conspiracies, betrayal, deception, con artists, liars, imposters, sneaking away, users, shameful secrets, dishonorable discharge, and unethical behavior. And last but not least is people who pretend to be your friend. So smiling in your face like this woman is here and talking crap behind your back. But that's just a quick explanation of why this movie, when I was doing this movie review, triggered me to tap into the Seven of Knives in the Hoodoo Tarot. So if you guys are liking this video, we're going to make a part 2, and I'm going to go into a little bit of a backstory in regards to, witchcraft, black magic, and rituals in regards to putting bodily fluids and spells and all that stuff in the next video. But don't forget to like, comment, and follow for more.